So here's the physical break on it. Right here, that's where it finally gave up the goose. And this is just one continuous heating element all the way through. Alright, today we're working on a Speed Queen commercial heavy duty dryer that's not heating. Got a new part from Amazon, a new heating element. Haven't tested anything, just going to throw parts at it and see if that brings it back to life. It's in this little closet that's kind of confined in the garage, the laundry room, and I'm just going to angle it. No, I think I'm just going to work on it right here. I think there's enough room between here and the wall to take the front cover off. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug it, make sure I don't electrocute myself, and get started. So let's take this front panel off here. I didn't bring a full complement of tools, so no sockets or anything to make my job easier. But I got a 5/16 to help get these front screws off. And then once these are removed, we'll see what lies beneath. Let's see how this front cover will remove. Alright, just like that. Very nice. And the heating element is way in the back. Alright, let's shine some light on the situation and just see what's what. Alright, so we're looking through the hatch all the way to the back of the machine. And that is the heating element. And I don't know if I can get us a good shot of that, but there's two 5/16 little screws. One over here and another one right here that we're going to remove. Alright, I got those two screws out. I'm just going to grab this and see if I can get it loose and bring it to the front. So, yeah, oh, there's that. So here's the physical break on it. Right here, you see that? That's where it finally gave up the goose. And this is just one continuous heating element all the way through. So, you know, once you lose, conductivity, you lose your heat. So, there's my test. That's what's wrong. Let's put the new one in. Alright, so there are some instructions, but let's look at this real quick. So this is the original. And what they have is they have the, I assume the black is hot, goes into the element, and then it comes out of the element into the thermostat, and then from the thermostat over to the thermal fuse, and then back out. Whereas on the new one, they have it wired opposite. They have the black going into the thermostat, then to the element, and then out of the element into the thermal fuse and out. And I don't really think it matters. I would feel more comfortable wiring up the new one just how the old one was wired. So I'm going to switch the wires around and make it work. Now on the instructions they have all these different figures. So if your part number is one of these, follow these figures, blah 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 blah, and they pretty much all show it wired, I guess, the way they built theirs. I don't know if there's polarity on the thermal fuse or thermostat, but I'm going to swap it out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap it out real quick. First of all, we'll get rid of the ones with the little wire tie wing nuts on them. Let's just throw those out. Ooh. So they have, on the dryer we're working on, we have the thermal fuse going into the thermostat. Then we have the thermostat going into the element. And then we have up here, oh, come on. Oh, those are nice and tight. So then we have the orange going into the thermal fuse and the black going into the heating element. So now we're wired up the same way that the old one came off. So let's just install it and give it a test. Oy. Okay, we are in place. Kind of an awkward thing to work on. I kind of like the other style, the older style ones where you access everything from the back. That's easier. Now just to install the two little metal screws that hold it in place. Go all the way in there. There's one started. We'll get the other one started. Tighten them up. Alright, I got it plugged in. Let's just turn it on for a sec, make sure it gets hot. Alright, so sure enough, it's working. Nice and toasty. And everything's repaired. I don't hate this design, but on other style dryers, you don't have to lay on your stomach to work on them. I think maybe having the heat come in from the back and the the exhaust come out from the front, having the air mechanically pulled all the way across from back to front might make this a more efficient dryer. But it's really, I don't know. It seems kind of goofy to work on it this way, where you lie on your stomach to dig around in the dryer, but whatever. Let's get this front panel back on and button it up. Okay, let's recover my flashlight. And this panel, it's got a little lip here, so let's just stab that in and flip it over. So this job is done with 2 screws and 2 wires. Very simple job. I think everybody could handle that. If you can't lay on your stomach, you should call somebody. The whole stomach thing is goofy, in my opinion. So there's one side done, and I'll get the other. It'll be good to go. Alright, so let's look at this a little closer. This is what I'm talking about with how this might be a more efficient design than the old style. So the heat comes in through this back grate here, and then it comes down this little screen on the door into this area where your lint collection is. I actually don't know how to get that lint filter out. Did I just pull out? Am I about to break it? Okay, I don't want to break it. I don't know how this works. Are you just supposed to scrape your lint out? That's weird. But yeah, so anyways, it draws air all the way across the close versus having an inlet and outlet on the back wall. So this, Speed Queen setup is probably more efficient with the airflow and the drying speed. And if it dries faster, you use less electricity. Because heating elements are all about the same in efficiency, electric ones at least. So that's cool. But laying on your stomach is dumb. So we're in the same garage, but they have this dryer, which is literally someone's grandma's dryer, right? And it's a Kenmore, and they say it still works. But let's look at how the old style is designed. See in the back, it has the heat on this side and the exhaust both on the back wall. So the airflow, it gets blown in here and sucked out, but without being forcefully drawn all the way across the dryer, it's probably less efficient and might take longer to dry, thus use a little bit more power. So having the exhaust on the front side, I think, is a big upgrade. But when you work on this thing, it's a much more comfortable. You just access it from the back. Let me show you. So let's just take this off real quick. So here, without having to get on my stomach, the heating elements are right here. And let's see how many bolts you'd have to take. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh. Found some money. Okay. Any other goodies in here? Okay, that's ridiculous. Pills. Feels like there's a bolt on the back side. Let's just try it real quick. Too bad that wasn't a $100 bill. Alright, so I think this one screw on the back side, and we'll have the heating elements sliding right down. Oh, did you see that? So this one, without having to lay on my stomach, take one screw out. Might have to flip the machine over or something to get this particular heating element out, but it just slides right out of the intake there. So I don't know, if your goal is a rock solid, dryer that's easily repairable, the Speed Queen is a good option. But versus buying a new machine, grandma's old ancient piece of junk that's all rusty, I mean, these are built to last forever too. So I don't know, a $35 dryer from Craigslist might be the way to go if you're on a budget. But yeah, that's why people like the Speed Queens, is they're supposed to be built as tough as these. And I don't really know. I don't have a preference, to be honest. I'm using a $30 dryer at my house for like a decade now. So, yep. Okay, so I wanted to find a $1.67 plus a Phillips head tip back here, plus a lot of trash. So there's a little bonus. Hell yeah. Just put this back together. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any questions, hit me up in the comments. Hopefully I get back to them quickly. And if this video was useful, give it a thumbs up. Y'all be good. Bye.